All right. Let me just fix this title. I don't know how much energy I have. Honestly, I should be sitting, but I didn't adjust my desk, so I have it like this. Oh, this should be on this screen. Um, Sorry guys for being a little delayed and late. You might be able to tell I'm a little sick. Definitely more sick yesterday. Um, Definitely tired. If my voice gives out, we're gonna have to go through sign language on stream. No, I'm joking. I mean, dang, I wish I knew enough sign language. Oh, am I quiet? Okay, now it's better. Well, I was saying that my voice might give out. Um, but that's not what I meant. Like the microphone. Um, let me, let me open the link. Uh, Homie Seal had. Oh wait, timer's there. Titles changed. Sent the notifications out. Um, but yeah. So I was sick yesterday. I was sick for a little bit, but main thing was like my voice. My voice was shot, so it's like back, but definitely uh overloaded again. Wait, what is this? That's the Kubari link. 11:56. All right, cool. Okay. Here. Oh well, at least this usually I'd have it be sitting on the TCB thing because if the chapter was at the very beginning, then I wouldn't want to like just be looking at the chapter cover. But I guess I don't even need to know the title of this chapter. I mean, we're going in without even the title of this chapter. That's crazy. Um, Thank you, Gear 6 Fiso. Welcome. Made a slight update and the site won't be refreshed for another couple hours. All right. Be sure to read the Kubari version. Oh, nice. Perfect. Gotta plug you into the speakers part. Wait, no, don't do that. What's up, Edens? Whoa, Edens. Welcome over on Twitch. Wait, what the heck? On Twitch, there's like a thing called knock. I can knock. You can call in to join your. Oh, I can't join in my own stream, but I can knock on people. I can knock up people. That's crazy on Twitch. This is a knock up stream. Maybe this is what I. Wait, does anyone I know stream right now? Oh no, dang, that'd be kind of cool if I go, like if I stream on the regular time when everyone's streaming, and then like Cole's, I just like knock on Cole's door. That's kind of crazy. What the heck? What does that even mean? Is that, huh? Well, oh, good point. I should let Sai, yeah, Sai may or may not come. I'm not too sure because obviously day delay, and I told him, I was like, bro, like, I don't know if I'll be able to stream this week. Went live, no pressure. If you're free, you probably won't be free because it's Saturday, not Friday, not our scheduled time. But I honestly didn't know if I'd be able to stream today, and I think I look tired today, but I mean, makes sense. It's justified. Knock them out, Parm. Knock me up. All right, sounds good, Brandon. Time Lord. Um, but yeah, I also have something after, but like much later, like 4 hours later. So um, so I will be like around 5 p.m. I have to go, but that's a long time from now. I guess I could give slight update on video, which is just that this video. How many pages does this end up being? Oh, jeez. Yeah, when I type on my phone, I don't see the page number, but I was like trying to type from bed and stuff. It's at 12 pages. It's probably gonna end up 16 pages. This wasn't supposed to be that long, but then I decided to add something. That being said, I think the most interesting part of this Rocks video, or Fraud Valley 2.0 video, um, is like I feel like I ended up. I don't know. I'm really curious. I guess this chapter is gonna tell us more about Rocks. Like, I'm really curious to see more of his personality. There's some shit I say in this where I'm like, damn, like this might be more controversial than the first one. But yeah. If YouTube had rating, like whatnot, that'd be fire. YouTube does have rating. People just don't do it. People just don't do it. You need vitamin C. You're right. I took it yesterday. I forgot to take it today. I'll be good for now. Um, but yeah. All right. Let me get this going. All right, it's at 10 minutes. We're gonna start the timer in a second. Welcome to the Knock Up stream, everyone. I am a little under the weather, over the weather, a little sick. Yesterday I didn't stream at normal time because my voice is also not there, so I can't, not feeling good, and then I also couldn't really talk, so can't really stream under those conditions. But we're here for chapter 1156. Apologies again if I'm a little I wouldn't say loopy, but like more so like things might just go over my head. Maybe nah, it's not the anime. I was thinking like, oh, what if Oda just gives us like a filler arc, like the silver arc or whatever before the Gold to Sora movie, and I was like, oh wait, no, we're doing the manga, never mind. But what's it called? Yeah, and then as far as other things, everything else should be normal schedule. Parcast, videos, Kagurabachi, everything. But yeah, we should be good. We'll start the chapter right now. I think I wrote over, was it still there? Over 56, 71%, over 50. Wait, what? Damn. I guess it makes sense. All these chapters have been like, kind of insane. What did we leave off with again? Let me just double check this. Because I remember, pretty sure we left off with just like this ominous thing about, it's 11:55. Okay, so this is where we left off. 4 years later, ignored. Let's get going, boys. To quake with terror. Gotcha. We just left this. Pretty interesting spot. Don't know where we're going with it, but without further ado, guys, we're gonna get going. Gonna start the timer. All right. Well, actually, I should have started the timer after this because. Oh, is that Mega Gengar? No, wait. We don't do megas anymore, right? Wait, hold on. Wait, who is this? Is that Mega Gengar? Oh, Mega Blaziken? Wait, hold on. Wait, why are they? Oh, I just realized. Wait, I'm so out of it. Holy shit. There's Pokemon everywhere. There's Pikachu and Luffy and Chikorita. I don't know why I didn't realize that. Okay, so that should be a litmus test for me right now. That's crazy. I was like, Gengar's my favorite, or like my brother's favorite, so it was my favorite, I guess. But oh, we got this guy, Greninja. Greninja is pretty dope. I think Greninja's like my favorite of the like new shit that I don't know. Greninja, I because I watched the anime for it. All the artists drew the Pokemon. Wait, Oda drew Pikachu? Whoa, that's an O. Wait, nah, that's his plagiarism. There's no Oda in this. I can't tell Oda did this. This looks like he used a stencil. This looks like he used a trace board, bro. What are we talking about? This doesn't look like that's an Oda Pikachu. I noticed right. No. What do you mean that's an Oda? Actually, maybe okay. Maybe I don't know what like. Wait, is there a manga Pikachu? There's no manga Pikachu, right? Oh shit, there's oh, wait, hold on. Okay, okay. I guess it makes sense. The Electric Tail of Pikachu. It had a 3-year run. Huh. Interesting. Alright, well this manga Pikachu scuffed. Alright. It looks like Oda's just been drawing Pikachu this entire time. Not gonna lie. But yeah, wait, is this mega is Pokemon Legends AZ promotion? Huh. Manga Red is a monster? Oh wait, what? Manga Red. Oops. That's not what alright, I'll look at that stuff later. I'll look at that stuff later. Okay, I'm not gonna get distracted too much because my brain can't handle it right now. Let's go to the Oda note. Caught up with Takehiko Inoue sensei. For the first time in a while, we had yakiniku and shared a ton of stories. It was a blast. Okay. Takehiko. Slam dunk. Oh. I wonder. Imagine the end of God Valley is a basketball arc. It's gonna be Kuroko no Basket. That's what he's gonna mix it between Slam Dunk and Kuroko and make a One Piece basketball arc. The legendary. Part looking like he'd been on a safari adventure because my hair is longer or because I look tired. It'd be crazy. That'd be crazy. Oh, I saw. Oh. Wait, hold on. Oh, is it double strap? I was so confused. I was like, wait, what? What's happening? Whoa, this is a cool. Wait, why are Zoro and Sanji look so angry? Oh my god. Yo, that's a little scary. Holy, Zoro looks so scary. Sanji too? What the? Oh, are they looking? All right, I thought they were looking at Luffy and they were just both about to kill his ass. They look bloodlusted, bro. But I guess they're looking at each other? But they don't look at each other this angry, right? Like this looks like a different level of angry. This looks like someone like killed their sister type of angry. You know what I'm saying? Like Zoro looking like he saw the stairs. He saw Kuina's stairs. That's what it looks like right now. And then we just have Rayleigh, Roger, and Scopper. But Scopper's below. Wait, hold on. This is a little controversial, is it not? Why is one of Roger's wings fallen? Why is it falling off? Scopper's not fall. Scopper's up here. And why is Sanji on top of Scopper? Is Oda saying that in the crew that Zoro is just beneath where Rayleigh was and Sanji's just above where Scopper was, respective to their crews? No, I'm joking. Obviously, that'd be kind of wild. But oh, I like this like purple to pink. Purple to pink. I like that. And orange. And then Brooke has red hair. Okay, a red afro. Oh, we got Robin, Chopper, Frankie, Usopp. Wait, this cover story is kind of cool. They in the bag. They literally in Luffy's bag. And then Nami's also. Oh, damn. She got them dogs out. That's crazy. Whoa. Whoa. Oda hit them. They're right there. That's crazy. Bellam. Oh, Bellamere. Well, I don't know. Bella Smile, I guess. Huh. Interesting Nami placement, I guess. I didn't instantly zone in. I looked at the entire thing and then I realized that they were there. Because I was trying to see, oh, Nami's here, who's over here? And then it's like, just her feet, just her dogs. Ooh, also, like, this one says narrow. No, wait, Nere 10? Oh, wait a second. Does that say Nere 10? No, I have no idea. Does it say jobs? And then this skull says 6 on Zoro? Interesting. And then this one says 125 and a star. Interesting. Oh, that's true. Zoro is pissed because he's smelling Luffy's feet. That makes sense. And Sanji's pissed because Nami's feet aren't close enough. Got it. Or that she's scuffing his Jordans. That's hey, sometimes that get you angry. Your girl scuffs your Jordans, right? Is that face is justified then, right? Also, why is Zoro's swords up here? Has he ever worn them like that? Interesting. When did he become Link? Okay, alright, chapter start. 8 minutes there. Oh my god, we spent way too long on this. Alright. Back in those days, before the Great Pirate Era, okay, idols. Oh, idols. Chapter 1156, idols. That was some pirate attack. Why aren't any of you fighting back? You guys are useless. Certain idols roam the seas. Interesting. Idols. They've taken everything. You men are hopeless. They were strong. Heart eyes. You didn't lift a finger. Now what are we supposed to do? Even the Marines could not oppose this group. They were known as the Kuja Pirates. Okay, idols. Oh. Alright. Like, I don't know why, I was like, idols, I was thinking Brooke. I was like, oh, wait, are we getting, like, Brooke stuff? Because, like, no, but, like, he wouldn't be in the, yeah, and then my brain couldn't process, like, the timeline that we're at, is Brooke's in the cloud by now. Yes? Because he spent 50 years in the cloud, and we're 44 years ago, so just 6 years into being in, like, the, like, all of his crew's dead, and he's wandering aimlessly in the fog. Which I just realized that means that reverie, Brooke was alive. Not alive, but, like, on the ocean, right? Oh, that's actually kind of interesting. Oh, shit. Wait, hold on. Yeah, because sorry, hold on. Let me just get the thought out. Wait, because if it was 56 years ago, that reverie, the important thing then is that Brooke could have been at the reverie if he was at if he was like the kingdom's knights or whatever, and his king, his monarch, could have been at that reverie. In fact, one of the if that it could make sense that his king was one of the kidnapped kings, maybe. Wait, that'd be kind of insane. I'm not saying that he was in the Holy Land. He died 8 years ago at this point. So 8 years ago, if we're 44, that would put he he could have been. Oh no, he would be a pirate by then, right? Because he had how many years as a pirate? He had a few years. So yeah, it didn't like. There has to be a time when Brooke was on the ocean and Roger was a rookie because he remembered Roger's name as a rookie. Um, but he didn't see anything past that. Okay. I'm gonna sort that out later. But that is insanely relevant because Brooke's backstory is relevant to Elbaf and Gunko. And I feel like the cover story, not shoehorned, but not cover story. Sorry, the flashback section with like Rocks and Loki and Harold. Like you're focused on all that, and I completely and even we were talking about Doctor Kareha and like how maybe she could fit, but it just Brooke is like somewhere in this timeline too. Huh? That'd be kind of wild if like Brooke had some kind of effect. I mean, I guess they're already past the part where he would, but now we're on the Kuja Pirates. Okay. The idols, the actual idols. Okay. A crew that hailed from the elusive Isle of Women. Oh, it'd be cool if they had a girl band. Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, this is straight up okay. This is what we're doing. This okay. I Hot Women chapter. I guess this is the filler. The fierce and stunning. This is fan service. This is fan service in the manga. A fierce and stunning pirate band. Wait. Are they actually a pirate band? Wait, off limits to men. I grow wary of my own beauty. Day and night, it always goes this way. Will I ever be free to shed it? Gloriosa, Empress of Amazon Lily, Captain of Kuja Pirates. So she ends up joining Rocks to God Valley. Future Elder Neon, which is Nyan, whatever. Um, so we do have to follow that part into the Rocks God Valley thing, right? Um, damn, damn. This picture of perfection. Kya! Captain Gloriosa is a goddess. She's unbearably cute. I'm in love. Wait, she doesn't do a Davy back fight, right? Wait, she's yeah. Last chapter she wasn't there. Yeah. So is it Davy back fight or she's joins? Her radiance is making my mind go blank. Wait, are we gonna see a Davy back fight play out? My heart can't afford to beat this hard. That's crazy. Um, Empress Gloriosa, here are your new fan letters. Oh, what? They got a P.O. box? Oh my god! That's how many letters they had? Yo, they need email. They need email so bad. Vegapunk. Hook them up. Tritoma. Tritoma? Is that a... Why does it sound like super scientific? Tritoma? What about all of those back there? Oh, those are for Lady Shocky! There are 100 kinds of life! Tritoma, future Empress of... Wait, what? Oh. Wait. Okay, I'm lost on my... Wait, what? It's Gloriosa and then Shocky. And then was there a blank one in between for like a year, right? Was that what it was? And that's her. Is that Luffy's mom? Tritoma? Sounds like she'd come up with a terrible name like Luffy. Yo, she got the Flint. I mean, I guess a lot of them have, but she got the Flintstone dots on. This could be. This could be it. Think we finally met her. How could she? How could she? Upstaging your own captain is a total betrayal. Wait a second. We gotta see Shaki, bro. Even her angry face is like. This is also crazy because like Shaki still looks good, right? And this is prime Gloriosa, and we know what ended up happening. And she, loved sickness. She went the way of Bakans. And she's not as crazy as Bakken. She still has a functioning brain, but like Shaki's got it going on, and Shaki's with Ray. I'm gonna stop it there, but all I'm saying is Ray's got it going on. That's why say he's his favorite character for a reason. Indeed, the only one said to outshine the Radiant Gloriosa, the star of her era, was none other than her first mate, Shaku Yaku, otherwise known as Shaki. Captain, enemy ahead. Wait, what? We're not gonna get. No, we don't get. We get off-screen Shaki, just that she's more beautiful. That's crazy. Captain, enemy ahead. Oh, that's hello. Wait, what? Hello there. It's me, Roger speaking. It's the Roger Pirates. Okay, Goldie Roger. Okay, see, like, ain't no way that they got, like, how many years were they on the ocean? And the government goes, no, it's Gold Roger, guys. And, like, anywhere Roger would go, it's Goldie Roger. They knew it. And, like, Whitebeard's an asshole, too, because the conversation, and he's like, you hear what they're calling me? They call me Gold Roger. And then Whitebeard's like, that's your name, isn't it? Or something like that. And then Roger goes like, no, it's Gold D Roger. It's like, yeah, no shit, bro. It's right there. Hand her over. Kuja Pirates. Oh shit, what? Oh, we got Roger. Yo, we not off screening yet. Wait, today's the day we finally win her from you? Wait, are they actually? Wait, no, this is the rocks. Okay. I was like, wait, we're taking your first mate Shaki's. Yo. What? Wait. She ends up with Rayleigh. Is this? No, we saw the end. Shaki didn't end up at Laughtail. Is this a fan fiction? Like, what's happening? Is it? What is this? Are we in the flashback? What? why, why, why does this feel like a romance novel? What's happening? You never learn, Roger isn't being loved by a woman like. No. Wait. Okay. This is this. I thought my brain would be not being able to keep up with the crazy like rocks. Oh, we're gonna get God Valley or some shit, and like, I can't keep up with like everything. My brain's fried. I didn't think we'd get. So Gloriosa loved Roger, but she was on the Rocks crew afterwards. Okay. Yo, Boa's joining the Cross Guild 100,000%, bro. And it's not because she likes Buggy. It's just because, like, that would be the opposite, right? She loves Luffy, so she's gonna join Buggy just like Gloriosa here. Yo. Isn't being loved by a woman like me enough? Hmm. Damn. Okay, hold on. Get her, Raw. Who did you come to take again? Bang? Oh, that's I I can reckon. Nah, I mean, it's not that I recognize those kneecaps, bro. It's they said it right here, Lady Shocky. They say her every move. Yeah, I was already there. Was captivated. I was that kneecap. Oh man, that squiggle on that page, bro. I knew what was happening. Shocky's here. Heart eyes. Oh, is that Scopper too? Roger shocked. I brought you a flower except no. No. Roger's crew is a crew of simps. Please accept it as a gift. Oh no. Roger's crew's buns. I swear, if I see Scopper in this mix, I mean, it's fine as Scopper because Sanji would do the same. You know what? You know what? This is. I think I'm realizing something. What Oda did with Luffy's crew is they put all of that into Sanji, so that we wouldn't get this annoyance from like Usopp, Chopper, and Frankie, but Roger had it spread all over. You know what I mean? But to fix that problem, Luffy's crew isn't a crew of simps. It's all just on Sanji, right? I think that's better, to be honest. Sanji saved us from this. This is. Come on. In her presence, flowers wilted? Birds lost theirs. Wait, she's a curse! And people turned. Yo! I. Oh, wait. No! Oh my god, that's what she looks like? Oh, Gyaban? Just hearing you say my name is. What am I reading? Is this? I need to change the restrictions on the. Oh my god, bro! Are we on the Fiso? Did you send the right link? What is happening? Long time no see, Roger. Wait, who did she kick? Oda, why you hide this? How dare you do that to Gibbon? Oh my god, he got he got noodle legs, bro. Oh no, look at her. Oh my god, she got the boa get up. Damn it, I like Shaki too much. Same here, Roger. Her beauty humbled even the mightiest warrior. Oh my god, she slammed on top. On top, Roger's. That's wild, bro. Uh, you should know I'll never submit to another's captivity. Yikes. Dude, wait a second. This is the craziest fan service filler I've ever done seen, bro. We are decades upon decades deep within a flashback about Rocks, about Harold, Loki on Elbaf. 1,000 chapters in, and Oda finally pulls out the fan service, bro. That's well, not finally, but like this timing is insane. I complete. Okay. Wait. This line, bro. People turned against one another. This is the ultimate theory. Oh my god, God Valley. All that happened was Shocky showed up. That's why the Rocks Pirate started fighting against each other. It's because Shocky showed up. She wasn't there, right? Gloriosa was. And then everyone turned against each other. Everybody. She's the crown jewel of Hachinosu. Imagine she's the crown jewel. Oh no. No, that's too stupid, right? That doesn't make sense. Take their treasure! What? Oh, no, no, no. Okay, see, I saw a Hachinosu treasure thing, and I thought they were talking about her, but they're saying to take Roger's treasure. Got it. See, that's what happens when you get, theorified. You can take my soul while you're at it? Oh, yeah. Hmm. Damn, she was doing all this without the Mara, not the Mara, the love fruit. Roger, you know I am the one who likes you, right? No. Out of the way, Gloriosa, you're blocking Shocky. Oh no. You're telling me that Gloriosa's sad state in the current timeline is because Roger liked her first mate. Wait a damn second. No, it's not Shocky's fault. It's Rouge. Wait, Roger! Roger! Wait, Roger, what the fuck? He didn't even. Yeah, wait a second. Out of the way, you're blocking Shocky. I was like, oh, it's because he loved Shocky the entire time. There's Rouge and Ace. Ain't no way he could have put a kid in Gloriosa, bro. Come on. There's so many years in between. Right? Yeah. Even Rocks Pirates fell 38. He died like 24 years. So it's like there was a whole 2 decades we could have had an Ace half older brother. What the hell, dude? Rayleigh, it must be so hard for you. Yeah, I'm surrounded by idiots. Wait, is Rayleigh? Is that hard eye? No. Wait. Oh, she winked. Yo, not yo, Rayleigh. Yo, at this point, like, what? Why is Rayleigh looking like he's sweating? Nah, this is why Ray is my favorite. Wait, hold on. Is he? Oh. She just liked him from the jump? First mate of Kuja Pirate's Shocky. Oh, interesting. Empress Gloriosa, it's the Navy. We spotted the Roger and Kuja cruise. Yo, the Navy has to run cockblock on this for sure. You know what's scary about this for the Navy's perspective? It's not even that there's like Gloriosa and Shocky and Roger and Rayleigh all. No, that's not the scary part. What they're scared of is the kids, bro. Imagine if they were mating. That's what they're really worried about. They're sailing over here like, God damn it, if they have kids, it's over for us. That should have been the agenda, to be honest. Like, sure, I mean, we don't know how strong, like, Gloriosa is, right? If she's captain. She has to be insane. But imagine if they were that good looking and they had Roger Rayleigh strength. Oof. Wait, how old is Boa? Who's Boa? Do we know who Boa's mom is? No, right? Anyways, quick, snap a picture. It'll be worth a fortune. Knock it off. Get moving with the loot. Don't leave a single breadcrumb. behind on it. Hey, at least let us keep some of the food. Hurry it up. We've got to set sail. Roger, isn't that Garb ship? Oh my god, and Luffy's mom is right here. Oh wait, no, that's Garb. That's Garb. Not Dragon. Not Dragon. That's the wrong person. Hey, we don't know how their family runs. Crush them. Vice Admiral, Pirate Goldie Roger. Alright, man, new plan. Crush them. Pirate Goldie Roger, future king of the pirates and father of Ace. Vice Admiral Monkey D. Garp, future hero of the Marines, and Grandmaster, oh my god. Grandfather of Luffy. Meteor Fist, reference to a violent kind of spirit in Shinto? Wait, what? Uwa, they're here. Ara Mitama? Interesting. So they clash. Garp, Roger. Oh! Wait, what? What the fuck am I looking at? Why is Roger's sword upside... Was he trying to fight Garp with the back of his sword? And he got clocked. Did he even hit Garp? Wait, what? What is that? I thought it was going to be a clash. It's not a clash. Garp actually hits him. And Roger misses insanely? Garp? Wait, what? Okay, I think I'm just... My brain is loopy. I think I just am not looking at the thing right. Why is his sword that way? This is some Zorro Whiskey Peak, like, handicap? You didn't want to kill Roger or Garp? Roger, Garp, and Rox, three who would be spoken of as legends in the Great Pirate era. But at this time, their blood burned with the passion of youth. Wait, that's kind of... I mean, like... I know what the narrator is really saying about that. They were not thinking with their heads, is what... all the blood was rushing somewhere else. Oh, that's why Roger missed. That's why Roger's sword is backwards. He has no blood flow there. Even... Oh, look, even their eyes, they couldn't maintain composure. I get it. The passion of youth is somewhere else. At least they weren't sword fighting. Garp could have in this moment. Allegedly, so I've heard. What the? Empress Gloriosa? Thud. The Kujo... Wait, what? The Kujo were at the height of their popularity at this time. No one could speak of this era without mentioning them. Sister, hang in there. Huff, huff, my heart aches. Those two are so dreamy. Are they talking about Garp? Many saw them as idols and their wanted posters fetched high prices. Stalkers taking creep shots became a daily nuisance for the crew. No. Soon after... Oh, that's crazy because the cameras were snails. So, and the thing is, the snails leave a snail trail. But that meant a completely different thing for the Kuja pirates. Whew. Must have smelled bad. Soon after this encounter, Shaki was crowned empress, and her popularity continued to grow to an unmanageable level. Ooh. Ooh. Damn. Wait, so what happened with Gloriosa? She got sad because Roger got hit in the face? Is that what? Her heart aches. But then the crew was like, oh damn, Garp is hot too. Those two are so dreamy. Damn. Garp's wife? Somewhere here, right? Oh, okay. We just jump out of this. Filler's over, guys. Fan service is done. Damn. I mean, Oda gave us... Woo! Like this in the anime, oh my god, dude. If they don't milk this, see, this better be 6 episodes. You know the one time like PowerPoint slides and like just panning is acceptable. It'd be this double spread right here. Like easily when the door kicks open, like a 30-second scan from like thigh to foot, bro. Easily they can get time. Hire me, Toei. I got ideas. Anyways, Ida's Tavern Elbaf. Okay, hold on. Let's see. I saw Loki drowning after the ship capsized. He's always acting up so badly when you're not around. Oh, is Harold down here? I honestly wondered whether I should help him or not. Sorry, and thank you for saving him. Loki, pull yourself together. What the hell? You shouldn't have even hesitated to help. How would you feel if Loki had died? Bro, I think you have to give him a Medal of Honor for being able to kill Loki. You gotta hire him to Kingsguard. I don't think you could just kill Loki, lady. I mean, ma'am, Ida. Come on, Ida. Loki's the one who selfishly took the ship and sailed off. So what? If he can just stand by and let a kid die, I drag him under and drown him myself 100 times over? Wait, like, does he have a devil fruit? Can't he swim? He can't swim. Am I stupid? Like, it's not like day one Loki, but if day one Loki can climb the tree, I'm pretty sure day, 1042, whatever of Loki's age he's at, like, he could probably swim. Damn it, that's the piss poor attitude I was talking about. You lost your mom and your dad's always quite busy. I bet you must get pretty lonely, right, Loki? Shut up, old hag. Damn, that's messed up. Wouldn't it be better to stay with us? Yes. Yes, this would... Loki, take up the offer. No. No way. I'm onto you, Ida. You're just acting all motherly, so you will let you move into the castle. Aren't you just a gold digger? Oh, screw you, Loki. What you said is unacceptable. Apologize right this instant. Don't you care how Ida feels? Okay. ... You kids are just too cute. You're being too sweet on him. Ida's like... There's no reason to address these allegations, Ida. As your lawyer, just stay quiet, okay? Even if you get mad money from this relationship, it doesn't matter. Don't admit it to anything. You won't be perceived positively regardless. I hate how he says such mean things to you, stupid Loki. Wait, who's this? Mato? Are you... Oh, Mato's the, Mato's the bartender in the current timeline, right? Makino 2.0. The world is full of kind and beautiful people. Wait, is she already working at the tavern? What? She looks like she's 6 here. Is she... This is child labor. The world is full of kind and beautiful people? What? Wait, what? What is this response? I hate how he says such mean things to you, stupid Loki. Mato, are you crying for me? The world is full of kind... Oh, it's saying that about her. Okay, got it. I'm sick of this goddamn dang! Yo, Harold better beat his ass for that. I'm sick of this... Like, I'm sick of this damn country, right? But I'm sick of this goddamn country. Woo! Yo, your kid's talking like that early. You gotta... Harold, you gotta smack him, bro. Ain't no way you spent like 50 years building this country and he damns your country to God, bro. Every single one of you is weak and dirty. Oh, wait, that's actually better because then he's not just saying that she is dirty blood. She's saying they all dirty. At least Saida's dirty blooded, but he's calling him dirty like mentally. I'm going to be free like rocks. Wow. From then on, each time Rox visited to try and recruit Harold, Loki would attempt to join Rox's crew, but he would ultimately never give his way. Or get his way. Aren't you happy? Okay, so we're gonna find like the situation when Loki got like the sword in his back, like it's gonna ultimately get to that point, right? Aren't you happy I'm going to follow him out to sea? Because I hate you all right back. Damn. All of this, whatever, but he damned this country to God, bro. That's some fighting words. Several months after the Rock's crews take over Pirate Island. Okay, so we didn't get to see that. I mean, it kind of makes sense though because it's not Rock's flashback technically. It's flashback Harold and Loki perspective, so which makes me doubtful we'll get like the God Valley stuff because Harold and Loki weren't there. They just got the news headline. But interesting. Let's see what we do get. Where the hell did you come from? I'm here to join the Rock's Pirates. Yeah, haha, maybe in your dreams, but it ain't gonna happen. You won't ever lay eyes on it. Huh? The Rock's Pirates are ocean's all-stars of evil. See that fish-shaped boulder over there? Oh! It is a fish. It's a goldfish. Cracker. That's where they said to be holed up. Ooh. Oh, so they just carve an eye and mouth out of this. It's a fish. Huh. That's kind of interesting. Oh, and the eyes are easy. Rock just does his, like, cannon thing. If you're dead set on meeting them, head that way. But the deeper into the island you go, the madder the bastards get. Who the hell is this? Is it like Deadpool? Good luck with that death wish. Yeah, haha. Take that. Ugh. Yeah, haha. That'll teach ya. What? Uwa, your Kyo the Wicked. Future Silver Axe. Yeah, Kyo the Hitman. So wicked was the word for the Shiki. My brain's saying Shaki. Not Shiki. What's Shiki's rival? Oh, doing here. The strong gathered around Rocks, and their presence attracted even stronger recruits. Stay back, he'll kill ya. Wow. Wait, this guy, is he an axe guy from Wano? Like, why is he also wearing this? His tattoos are sick, though. Interesting. What the? What of you? Look at the scenery. That's a couple. Okay, I did. It was that easy. Oh. I Lansing couples in the place is the right call after all. Ain't that right? How long each? Wait, several months after the rocks take. I didn't clock the timeline, but also like it literally. Does the cannon blast thing make the eyes? I mean, it's pretty straightforward. I just thought it would look different. I thought he'd do it from the outside. He did it from the inside. Does that even make sense? Because then, does he do it backwards too? I guess. All right. Sure. I also didn't think that they were inside. I didn't know that they made the rooms inside, I thought this was just a rock. It's said to be holed up. Okay, see, that's where my brain isn't registering things, but at least I got that part. Um, ain't that right? As I was saying, there's two devil. Okay, hold on. There's two devil fruits I'm after. One of them's most likely on Elbaf. It'll only show its true power. Wait. It'll only show its true power if Harold eats it. Ooh, wait, what? That actually kind of goes true power if Harold eats it. Let's get on Elbaf. Huh. We'll need those Galera. Okay, I'm assuming that's the Galila folks too, yeah? Oh, Pirate Captain John. I've heard the legends, but what doesn't this was like did this looks like a Conjuro? A little bit. Hmm. I've heard the legends, but I'm using all my contacts to try and track them down. Pirate, Charlotte, I mean, recognizable. Lin, future Big Mom. Yo, how is the Kuja Pirates not like... They could have gave us a better timeline. If they got Big Mom, dude, imagine. Nothing there's... But there's nothing about a frozen army of giants. Oh, wait, hold on. Did Harold tell them this? I guess it's not like secret information, right? But no, I am interested now because, well, like, okay, as I was saying, there's two devil fruits I'm after. One of them is likely on Elbaf. So he's saying likely, so that means he doesn't know. And this is after years of trying to get Harold on his crew, or multiple times, or whatever. And he wanted Harold on the crew because he wants him to have the devil fruit. But the thing is, he said most likely. Now, but this part, I wonder if this information is something Harold told him. Or is it something that Rox already knew? Because, I mean, the reality is, there were letters, but then Harold already knew about Emu. So it's not that crazy if he knew this separately. And then he says, I've heard the legends, but even if you find them, what good are a bunch of corpses now? Enter Moria. Strawson. Okay. Exactly. There's no way to bring them back. Shut it. We're talking about dreams. Don't be a downer. Oh, we got that dreams line. Wait, who said that? Is this Rox? Did Rox say this? Even if... Okay, maybe it's this guy. Pirate Barbell? Catfish Fishman? What the yeah. This does not look like a One Piece character. This... What the... I mean, it looks like a One Piece character, but also, like... He be looking like... Like the first... Like, he be looking like... Straight up Neanderthal right now, bro. Not gonna lie. He look... You know what? He has this... He also has, like, Nika hair, right? He has this random fire hair, which... Whatever. Okay. This guy's a descendant of Nika. That's the theory. That's what it is. He looked like first human type of shit, bro. This is Nika's first son. He just is disguised as a catfish fisherman. Uh-huh. Sure. Even if they did come back to life, they'd have no reason to listen to you. That's why we need heralds. He's the current king of Elbaf. I'm assuming that's rocks. Can't we just use our strength to force them to obey? We can do the same thing to that herald guy too. Pirate Kaido, future king of the beasts. Huh? Never say that again, you brat. And then Rocks kicks Kaido in the face. God damn. Casual as fuck too. Hands in his... It looks like his hands in his pockets. Oh, it is. Oh no, one's scratching his balls. Wait, you guys see that? Rox is literally scratching his nutsack right here while he did that. That's how casual that is. Calm down, Rox. Why you? Kaido, you stop it too. Oh, is that what... like, who's saying this? Never say that again, you brat. Okay, that's crazy because Rox... Because, like, Kaido was suggesting they forcibly take over Herald, and that offended Rox. Huh. We just got this island. Do you two want to turn it into a ruin already? A group like this is bound to implode sooner or later, but this isn't the time. Okay, so that's Shiki saying that, right? Yeah, 2 swords, that's Shiki. Right. Wait, what? Wait, no, wait, right? Let's hold off until we cash in a little more. Get it, you horn-headed rookie. Harold's my good pal. I'll crush you if you say that crap again, Kaido. Oh, that's kind of crazy. So it's not just that he needs Herald and believes that the Devil Fruit would be the most powerful if Herald eats it. Which also, like, I'm assuming it'll only show its true power means, like, awakenings, right? And that's kind of crazy for my Blackbeard video. Because I was saying Blackbeard's doing this kind of thing. But, like, it's not just that. He actually is like, no, he's my friend. Okay. Listen up, you lot. Oh, double spreaded. Woo! Big Mom. Huge lady, bro. True Amazonian blood right there. Elbaf is the key to bringing down... Elbaf is the key to bringing down the Holy Land. If any of you don't get that, or don't buy that, then get lost. It's... Ooh, this is crazy. It's your choice if you want to stand with me on the day of destiny. But if you've got the guts, follow me. I'll take you to the World Summit. Wow, wait a second. That's actually kind of wild. Now it makes sense why Rox's flashback is in Herald, Loki, and Elbaf's. Because to Rox, Elbaf is like his One Piece. Elbaf is like Laugh Tale to him. And the thing is, he knows this without knowing, like he's not sure of this. He's saying one of them's most likely on Elbaf. Wow. Wait, hold on. Oh, we did it. Oh, I win. 54-21. I did it. Over 56, under 50, in between. That's me, baby. Rocks with Kaido's legs. Yeah, no leg day. We got that full view of Rocks here. Future Silver Axe and Golden Lion. We should have seen it coming. Zephyr's twin coming in. Zephyr? Zephyr? One Piece? Ah. Interesting. Is it? Oh, there's a younger picture. I guess it's like a normal haircut, but I don't know. Oh yeah, truthfully the sunglasses were throwing me off. I was like, huh. Interesting. I mean, these are kind of cool sunglasses. I will give him that. The Yakuza youngin. Don Krieg's father? What? All right, hold on. I feel like my brain ain't working. Like someone said Zephyr's twin. Now Don Krieg. Am I forgetting what these guys look like? Oh, this one's not terrible. You know what? Kyo the Hitman? Wait, hold on. I could kind of. Yo, if he had the sideburns to match, then for sure, right? For sure. But what are the odds difference rock members are the fathers of Big Mom's kids? Yeah, I remember playing with that idea. It'd been cool with like Kata Curry. How are you feeling about Tritoma equals Croc? Okay. Hold on. I need to preface this. I said my brain wasn't working, and I feel like the first 3 chats that I read after the chapter ended for me almost bricked my brain. Like, I went from Don Krieg Zephyr, and now someone's Tritoma is crocodile. All right, hold on. I need to read. I need to. Let me get. Okay, hold on. Do I even have thoughts? Okay, thoughts. I think I was saying it. This LBAF focus is crazy, massive. Because LBAF is the key to bringing down the Holy Land. How many years ago is this? This is a few. How many years before God Valley? Because. Okay, hold on. He says, where did he say it? There was 2 devil fruits he's after. Okay, and he says one of them Harold has to eat. He doesn't talk about the second one. I'm thinking that implies that he doesn't have a devil fruit by this point, right? And I'm thinking, right? No, it's weird. I was gonna say like the crown jewel of Hachinosu, the thing that they did at God Valley, was that just the devil fruit? But that wouldn't make sense that wouldn't make too much sense either, because Stussy was saying that the God Valley fight would be their final fight. And it wouldn't make sense if they were retrieving something that they already had. It would make more sense if they're trying to get something that they didn't have also. It's a little interesting. I have to play with that a little bit differently. I think Roger slashed him because Garp is bleeding. 2, they mean is Glorious and Shocky. Yeah, Rox is loyal. Rox is very, very honorable, right? So far. Except to the Navy. He hates the Navy, which makes sense, but so you're saying you think that he slashed Garp? But like, where? How? like this angle where the sword is, it's so weird because like if he was coming from this side, then the sword is through and through, right? But like this is straight up what he like started here and he goes grazed him on the side. I guess it could be that. Like you just I want to see this and I want to know what the anime directors go with because imagine the insane disrespect it'd be that Roger was like backhanding Garp with the back of his sword, right? Because if you did a full swing and it's where it's at, then the sword went through Garp, and Garp is a ghost. That could be it. That the Garp that we know, the reason why he's invincible is because he's not really there. He's actually died. Actually, no. Roger had the Opie Opie no Mi, guys. Come on. That's why I didn't really cut him. Man, I can't wait till we get like a Garp. Like a Garp story. It's Garp upscale. Garp tanked it. Yeah, but tanked what? Garp bloody mouth? Oh, that's true. Yeah, there is some blood, but like this shit's not equal at all. You know what I mean? Like his face got blasted in, and if his mouth is bleeding though, then wouldn't it be? It would be that he's. I guess what is this? Like, there's like a explosion here. It could be like, have we ever seen Garp shirtless? Maybe we've never seen that because he has like a colostomy bag. Like he just like Garp. I mean, Roger actually just took out his stomach in this exchange. The only reason why he can survive is just he has an endless stomach because he doesn't have one anymore. Makes sense. That can make sense. Um, let's see. My testosterone increased by 200% whenever I see Garp using just pure hockey fist. The fact that Garp was boxing dudes in just a suit and just his fist is insane. Did Gloriosa survive her love sickness with Roger one time, and is Roger's bastard running around with some? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's too many years. Because the thing is, here's the other thing, right? How far up? Oh yeah, I forgot this whole goddamn chapter is this. This isn't just like a one thing. Bro, this is the thing. Like Roger goes, today's the day we finally win her from you. It literally looks like Roger don't give a like all that ambition we see in like chapter what 966 967. He's like the rocks, the poneglyphs, like the One Piece, the Laugh Tale. Like, I mean, he didn't know what the One Piece was, or Laugh Tale, right? Because he named it. Like, that's not this. It literally is just like Rogers set sail when he said like, "Oh, Rayleigh, we're gonna flip the world on its head, or upside down." He meant like, "Yo, time to think with our dicks, bro." Like, he's out here just straight up chasing the Kuja pirates. Like this is the One Piece right now. This is his One Piece at the moment. He's like, I need a wife, bro. Time to conquer the baddest bitch on the ocean. And then he gets sidelined by his first mate. Damn, this is the yo, now I know why. Yo, I'm like, this is some like a drama. This should be on like Love Island type of drama, bro. Let me pull up the tea. Look at this shit. Now this makes sense. Now this makes sense. Oh, this is messy, bro. Hold on. Um, this now makes sense. Why Rayleigh didn't go to the execution, why Roger never saw Rayleigh. He saw Whitebeard after he disbanded the crew, and he went to go see Rouge. It's because Rayleigh was with Shocky, so he couldn't stand seeing his first mate. He knew where Rayleigh was gonna go. He's like, he didn't want to be. Roger would have died before if he saw. Yo, that's crazy. I won't die, partner. Yeah, because the reality was if he saw Rayleigh one more time, he would have passed away. Crazy. Crazy. Oh, you know what other line is kind of wild too? Hold on, there's another. I think it's 6-0. Let me see. It's probably 604. Um, no, 603. I was just thinking about this one. This like flashback with between Shocky and Rayleigh, where like she goes like Monkey and the others look so much more mature now and stuff like that. Like Rayleigh's thinking about Roger, and then like his captain liked his girl and stuff like that, and she's just smiling all smug there. Damn, damn, it was a whole love triangle. They didn't think about that. I guess it makes sense. I didn't think about that because Rouge, which is kind of interesting to think about it. Roger died of love sickness for Shocky. Hot take? Okay, what's the hot take? Oh, we have a $10 super chat from Levins. Said Harold rips his horns out only to get Dami reversied and grow them back would be hilarious. That would be kind of wild. That would be kind of wild, not gonna lie. Oh yeah, we haven't gotten that yet, right? I think I mentioned that last time. Let me just double check. Yeah, he still has them. Hmm. Hmm. That will be I'm imagining, if not next or sometime soon, we're gonna have to figure that out, right? We're closing in on the timeline where Harold's, flashback is in like what, the 25 years ago or whatever. The timeline that like we insinuated from the Sommers stuff, like I think it was 30 years when they got into contact with him or something like that, right? I wouldn't really call it a triangle considering the whole crew wanted her. All right, Narukami. The whole crew wanted her, but like that, you know, in a TV show when you go like, oh, it's a love triangle, right? And it's like the popular girl, the guy, and his best friend. It's like surely there are other school people who also like that girl too. You know what I mean? But do they matter? None of these hooligans had a chance. They're not main characters. Come on. Tritoma is Luffy's mom. I'm standing on business. You guys can roast me 2 times if I'm wrong. Wait, why 2 times? Also, what did Antonio Freeman say? He said hot take, and then he didn't say anything. Wait, was the hot take that Rayleigh little bro the pirate king? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I agree. I agree, bro. That like this is it. This is it. This is why Rayleigh didn't go to the execution. Rayleigh, because like if Rayleigh showed up, Roger would immediately have passed away. Because the thing is, like, he wouldn't even need Rayleigh to say anything. They're best friends, lifelong blood brothers. You know, all Roger would have to do is look into Rayleigh's eyes, and Roger would already know. Damn, you bagged her, bro. That's all that would need to happen. And Roger would never. The thing is that this is the reality. This is the reality, guys. If Rayleigh showed up to the execution, right? If Rayleigh showed up to execution, we'd never get this moment. Honest to God, bro. If Rayleigh showed up to execution, we'd never get chapter one's intro. Because Roger would walk through. He may not even see. He may not even need to lock. He'll just sense it with hockey. He would just be like, Ray's here. Wait, what's that? Damn. He seems like more of a man. Oh man, he's been banging Shocky. And then Roger would have passed away on the steps from depression. It was already hard on him that he would never get to see his son. Imagine if he realized, you know. Imagine if he knew. You know, that it's to be actually, you know, not memeing around is that makes Rouge a lot more interesting. It's not like that much more interesting because I think what always made her important as like a character was obviously Portgas, like as a name, mainly because of this chapter. I believe it's 595. Double check. It's 595 or 596. Okay. Where's it 594? 597? No. What? Oh, it is 594 then. Sorry, give me a second. Damn, couldn't remember the exact chapter. There we go. Portgas because of this for me. This thing, and yeah, I have a video. I broke it down into the raws. I think it was the Nami video. The emphasis on Portgas is more than the D clan, but like it's kind of separated. But the point is that Portgas being D and Portgas made her important. But like, you know, Ace's mom, and you're just like, oh, Roger met the love of his life afterwards or whatever. But now it's like, wait, hold on, like after he broke up the crew, or no, in between, after God Valley and when he went to go find the One Piece, like he probably had met Rouge, and that might play a more important role. Especially because Gloriosa is still in the story and she wants Roger, so you know, imagine if Roger had a kid with Gloriosa, and Oda introduces them later, and like they were just happy that Ace got executed. They're like, finally, it's time for me to be Pirate King or something like that. Chill Parrier glaze for Rayleigh is just wait. What do you mean glaze? What do you mean glaze? Oda glazed Rayleigh this chapter. What are you talking about? I didn't do diddly, bro. This is all Oda. Not only look, her beauty humbled even the mightiest of warriors, right? Like what that's saying is that Rayleigh is the mightiest of them all. He is what dodging the heart. He's not falling victim, bro. Rayleigh is Himothy. And all the world's men were falling for like yo, my cursor was in a problem. Oh, I was blocking it. Oh, that was bad. Um um what was I saying? Yeah, all the world's men going for Shaki, but she's going for Ray. And the thing is, okay, the thing is the like Boa liking Luffy is understandable because Luffy proved himself, right? He didn't, yes, he wasn't like, he didn't fall for beauty, and he emphasized like, hey, I'm protecting your, the tattoo thing, that story. You don't need to tell me, like he's being the guy, and Boa falls in love with him every step of the way, right? But it's not like Shaki has the celestial slave trauma dumping thing that like makes her insanely lovey-dovey for Ray. It's literally just Ray. You know what I'm saying? That's it. Rayleigh, it must be so hard for you. Yeah, I'm surrounded by idiots. Ray didn't need to do any of that like harem building, Luffy like unironically making the main the princess fall in love. Like Luffy is out here saving kingdoms, and it makes sense. It's like, okay, my kingdom was saved. Who's the hero? Like, it's like, it makes sense that the princess would fall in love with Luffy, and Luffy but what is Rayleigh's not doing that. Rayleigh's not out here taking down kingdoms, like doing that type of thing, right? He's not out here like, oh, Shaki, your past as a celestial slave doesn't matter to me. I'm just here to he didn't do any of that, bro. Ray just showed up. And Shaki's already thinking about how hard it is for him. Rayleigh is the Dark King. Yeah, the type. Rayleigh is the Dark King because his prime time is when the lights are off, bro. No, Rayleigh's the Dark King in bed. That's crazy. Streets are saying Luffy's Gear 2 made him impotent, and that's why he didn't get. That's crazy. That's wild. Still waiting for someone named Anne to show up? That's what I'm saying. For every chapter she stays alive, Ida equals Mosa becomes more and more possibility for you. That's true. That is true. We don't saw it in Shaki's mouth. She washed her hands of pirating 42 years ago. She was only the captain for 2 years. Yeah, we know why she gave it up. We know why she gave it up. Dark King because he's black from the waist down is wild. Rayleigh's a true snake. No, it's not his fault. What is he supposed to do? Look. Rayleigh's not like he's not trying. Like, is this an aura farming face? He's not even trying to like steal the show or show up or do anything. Like, what are you saying? Like, he should be wearing a bag so that Shaki can't see him? Look, she's not even looking at him for him. She goes, Rayleigh, it must be so hard for you. We know where her eyes are at, bro. That's Rayleigh's only a true snake because he's probably got the boa down there. You know what I'm saying? Like Roger and Gloriosa's kid is a god knight. That'd be crazy. No wonder he didn't even pull up for Ace. He wanted to end the whole bloodline. It's wild. What the? No, but actually, wait. Who is Boa? Is Boa old enough to be? Imagine if Boa's Ace's older sister. That'd be kind of sick. Oh, Tritoma. That yeah. It was the SBS. That's I was like, wait, like the name is new, but she's not new. We saw in the SBS. That's what it was, right? Mention? Or is it picture? It was the picture, right? Is that what it was? I'm confused. Yeah, I think it was the picture. Let's see. SBS volume 109. Oh, it's right there. It's right there. Yeah, we did see it. Damn, it's a good thing we got an updated picture of Shaki, bro. This is not a matchup. Dang, they need to update Gloriosa's picture too. Of these pictures, Tritoma looks the best. No offense to Boa. Tritoma. Tritoma? What does that mean? She's too old to be Croc. I'm not gonna entertain these Croco lady theories at the moment. Rayleigh could have bagged Ripley. Oh, yeah. Imagine. You know how funny the dynamic would be? This would be terrible. But like the dynamic is like all the main baddies on all the islands fall for Rayleigh, and so Scopper was just like, no, don't come to Elbaf, Rayleigh. No, don't. There's nothing there. There's nothing there. And like all those years, right? When Shanks shows up and he's like, yeah, I just saw Rayleigh, and it's like, oh, that's nice. It's like, I haven't seen him in mad long. And it's like, wait, why haven't you seen Rayleigh? Oh, I don't tell him where I live. Wait, what? And Shanks is like, wait, why won't you? Where are you guys home? He's like, yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it. And it's like in Scopper's mind, he's just like, I can't let Ripley see Rayleigh. Oh man, that'd be wild. And then the dynamic would be crazy if Zoro and Sanji. Oh, now this makes sense. That's why they're so angry. Oda is setting us up, bro. This is the kind of anger from Steal Your Girl behavior. There's gonna be a girl down the line. Wait, does no? There's no one on. I was gonna say there's no like Boa sister that makes sense for Zoro. Could have had the run back. Oh yeah, I do want to see. When does because it's still after this that Gloriosa joins Rox's crew for God Valley. I do want to see the circumstances for that, but I almost don't think that we're gonna get that. It is curious though, because even this part of the flashback is interesting. Because as I said before, the flashback is Loki, Harold, Elbaf centric. Rox being in there makes sense from Loki and Harold and Elbaf. So most of the things we're going to get are those people centric. But then Oda gave us the Kuja and Roger tie-in at the timeline to set up Roger, Rox, Garp, like when they met, when they fight, what kind of relationship, how strong they were. And then there's also a crewmate for the Rox thing. So it's super intertwined. Curiosity would be, or the curiousness would be answered to see how far that goes. Will Oda show us how this part came into play? I mean, the other theory is right, like that Gloriosa's Yamato's mom. Nah, ain't no way, bro. You can't go from Roger to Kaido, right? That's so terrible. Raw's call her Toritoma, not Tritoma. Interesting. The old hag is Yamato's mom. She's a real one. The old hag? You mean Gloriosa, right? Yeah, that's the main theory, right? Roger to Whitebeard to Kaido. No, Glorious was never Whitebeard. That was Stussy. Glorious was never all over Whitebeard. Higurashi? The old hag that took is Yamato? No. She was arguing with Stussy over Whitebeard? Is it? Am I forgetting that? Was that what it was? 1096. See, where is it? 1096. Here. Don't be so pathetic, Stussy. Same to you, Gloriosa. Wait. People say Glorious is related to Nami? Nah, they were fighting for Whitebeard? Wait, what? Am I missing something? Alright, I'm just gonna chalk this up to my brain ain't working. Yeah, nothing there is indicated that Glorious is fighting Whitebeard. That's what I'm reading. On God, Whitebeard cracked the whole team, even Big Mom. All right, see, like I that part, you know, that part is believable. Wait, is this guy? Did wait. Is this guy this guy? Oh, he probably has like a maybe he has like a brother, right? Like Barbell and Carbell. Ain't no way. Wait, no. Ain't no way he has two people that look like this. But this guy is bald. I guess this is he just on fire? Is this not is, is this just the burn mark? Was his introduction is just him on fire? Like, wait, no, he doesn't have the oh, he does have whiskers. Sunbell? He went buzz cut? Yo, how do you have hair like this and then no, that's him? He didn't wanna he got a haircut? Search of tritoma color, it's Yamato's horns. All right, yeah, no, yeah, you're on to something. So Tritoma is Yamato's mom. I believe it now. All right, yep, it is what it is. Yeah, who said that? Who said that? Who said that? Young Niang. You right. Yep. Tritoma's Yamato's mom. That's what it is. Sunbell and Campbell? Campbell Bros? I don't know what this is referencing. 6 years does a lot. The man, yeah, no, this guy's the man marked by flames. Her hair is dark though. You gotta look what's on the inside. How many men did Big Mom bang from the Rocks crew? I don't know, bro. I mean, look at his ass, dude. Look at bro. Bro. What's his name again? Ganzui or whatever? He looked like he about to grab Big Mom's ass, dude. Look at this dude. Do you see? Is it showing up on there? Like, he looked like give me a piece of that ass. That's crazy. Look at Wang Ji. Wang Ji. Right? This one's Wang Ji and this is Ganzui, right? Is that the name? Big Mom has 18 children by now? I was gonna say these are some childbearing hips, but I didn't want to assume. I don't want to assume. There's like there's like a trend. It's okay. It's too hard to explain the trend. Like this is a trend where it's just like somewhat like a bunch of women with multiple children are like they're always being assumed that their children are by multiple guys when it was all just one guy. What if it was all 18 kids were the first 18 kids were with one person and then because the Rock's crew collapsed, the stability, this is when Big Mom had a breaking point and then she just started messing around. That's crazy that this got censored. She was pregnant during God Valley, bro. Two? Wait, do we know that? Oh, Ganzui was holding back Kaido, right? That's what this is? That's kind of funny. Yeah, whoever they were, they had some Giga genes. Yeah. Yeah. That's why I was always wondering with like Katakuri, right? But Katakuri is also triplet. And like when you look at the brothers, you can't really lock it down. Schmeedy, my answer at the moment is you gotta wait for the video. Gotta wait for the video, which I will say that I don't think Sai is gonna come today, but also it's probably best that I rest and not like drain myself more. So probably gonna start winding down soon. Um, there is someone who is constantly diffusing situations like this. I'm assuming, yeah, yeah. This is yeah. Okay, Shmedia. I will say, based off of my Fraud Valley video, right, the one from 2 years ago at this point. Um, let's just say that I disagree with what the world government says. Anything that the world government has said about rocks has been wrong. That's what I'm gonna say. Um, Big Mom is a woman. Big Mom is a girl. Wait, what? Glad they fixed that one. What do you mean, Trevor? What are you going off of? Mathematically, she must have been pregnant almost her entire life. I'm glad we did the math on that. I'm always seeing Roger is an asshole and Rox at least is working towards a better goal. What do you think Rox is saying about the two Devil Fruits? Does he need them to damage the red line or defeat Emu? Um, so yeah, I obviously this line, and I think I reflected it in the reaction. This line is probably the biggest line of of honestly, like we knew this, right? But it coming from Rox is something wilder because like Gunko and was like, oh, their role in the war molds the shape of the like future or so whatever like that, right? Some iteration of that, right? But this is a rocks. I think the main thing about rocks that is not surprising, but Oda made it surprising, which is that like Rox's opening is grander than Rox's starting point as a character is basically meeting Emu, right? And that's significant because what Rox did before he was a pirate, before he had a crew, before anything, was he did some characters' final storylines, Fish or Tigers, right? He raided there. Sabo, I'm not saying it's Sabo's final thing, but like seeing Emu was something that was like, oh my god, someone saw Emu, someone proved the existence, blah blah blah. And Rox was the first, right? Um Rox did that at the start, and that means that like, you know, when we got Rox's like chapter 957 thing, it was like, oh, he was running amok before God Valley. And he had the crew, which is after this, you know, like after this point, like the stuff that Sengoku said is still we still haven't seen that part yet, technically. Um and that's wild because what did he do before he had a crew, before he had Hachinosu, before all of that? How did he know all of the things that he needed to do to like know that Emu existed, know where Emu was, find Emu? I feel like finding Emu is like finding the One Piece to a certain extent, especially at the time. There's no log post to Emu, there's no map to Emu. From the world's point of view, Emu doesn't exist. So that kind of tells you that there's something outside of like all of that that Rox had that told him about Emu, right? And the thing is, also, it's like even Vegapunk to a certain extent never gave us the inkling that he knew that Emu existed, like explicitly, at least. And that's also interesting because then it's like, how much of this information? Elbaf is the key to bringing down the Holy Land, right? When he lands on Elbaf the first time, he doesn't know if it's Elbaf or not, but he already knows why Elbaf is important, right? Like one of those most likely on Elbaf, is it that when he first landed on Elbaf, when he first saw Harold, that he already knew, right? Is that what it is? I mean, it also lines up with like Blackbeard too, which is that Blackbeard had like a master plan well before the jump. Like, you know, he was just waiting. And another thing too about that, another thing that's interesting is like, we could have assumed like some of the information that Blackbeard had gotten about the world at large was from Whitebeard telling those stories when he was drunk. Like Marco was like basically telling us about the Lunarians and history beyond history that we're aware of. And Whitebeard was saying a bunch of stuff, and he knew like the Will of D from Roger. We don't know how much Whitebeard divulged when he was drunk, and it could have been that Blackbeard heard some of that, but like, we don't know if Rox told his crew about Emu, right? That's kind of important. Like, how many of these people knew about Emu? Probably none, right? Even by God Valley, do they not know that Emu exists? That is a questionable thing. Like, is the Whitebeard that shows up in Marineford, is that Whitebeard knowledgeable about Emu? You know, and I also think that, you know, God Valley is an interesting changing point because here's Kaido, right? Uh just use our strength to force them to obey. We can do the same thing to Harold, that guy too, right? So, and then also this line, Elbaf is the key to bringing down the Holy Land, right? Big Mom wanting Elbaf, and like how Kaido would perceive Elbaf. It's like when you have a line this big, that frames your point of view, right? They would definitely want to take Elbaf, and we know at least Big Mom was making the effort. Um, but the thing is, saying Elbaf is the key to bringing down the Holy Land, but not saying why, right? It'd be kind of like the obliviousness that they had about Wano, where Big Mom is like in that monologue, like I'm sure one like some of the One Piece is buried here. Like Kaido and Big Mom knew Wano was important, but not like the full extent. They knew why Elbaf was important, but not the full extent. Is that the end stage of their relationship with Rocks? How much did they tell you know, Big Mom and Kaido? I don't know if they were necessarily preparing for the Emu part of the world government. Emu is the One Piece. People would just call you crazy if you told them a living handkerchief is ruling the whole world. That's what I'm saying. Um, if the Rocks Pirates all knew about Elbaf's significance, why did they do nothing after God Valley and before Gabon and Shanks built a base there, and even after Harold's death? Um, I mean, there's like a few points of view, but like if any of you don't get that or buy that, then get lost, right? Like it might be that they only went for Elbaf in the context of like Rocks, but we can tell that Big Mom took that to heart. We don't know to what extent Kaido did. But we know that Whitebeard didn't care to this extent. right? You'd also have to care about bringing down the Holy Land. And they banded together for a myriad of reasons, but Rocks was the direction. But separate, would they have these ambitions? It's only the Yonkos that really would, and then Shiki that could like continue to pull that vision together. So to what you're saying, it's like, why didn't they go for Elbaf? It's like some of them might not have cared about taking down the Holy Land to the extent that Rocks did, right? And the ones that did, like Big Mom, she did try. But as far as why didn't they do it before like a certain point, I don't think any of them could really take Harold. I mean, Whitebeard, yeah, but Whitebeard didn't care, right? I think Harold is kind of cracked, right? I feel like Harold and Loki, right? Like, could they maybe the Rocks Pirates could take on Elbaf, but could like Big Mom's crew, like could Kid Katakuri show up in an Aura farm on Loki? Oh, actually, wait a second. Katakuri's how old and Loki's how old? Whoa, wait. Katakuri versus Loki would be kind of nuts. That'd be cool. Anime Dimension with the $10 super chat. Oh, there's part 1 and 2. 31 months super visionary. A thank you, Anime Dimension. Appreciate the support. He said, if this flashback involves the Yami Yami no Mi as one of the 2 devil fruits, then after the Elbaf arc, a Shanks vs Blackbeard fight is likely to happen. Okay, and then this is because last time Shanks talked to Whitebeard about Blackbeard's powers, it was immediately followed by Ace's fight against Blackbeard. It'd be crazy if the other fruit that Rock was talking about was the fire. The Mara no Mi. We've never been introduced to a character like Rocks at their peak. No substance, just pure hype. Yeah. Technically. Wait, couldn't we say about Roger, though? Right? Like, when we got Roger. Oh, I guess it's not his peak. He was, like, dying, right? Stocks down, Roger Kaido. Stocks up, Garp, Rayleigh, always Bogard. Thank you, Esteban. Rocks keeps proving he has some inside info in all the big things in One Piece, so I have a suspicion he also knows about the ancient weapons, or whatever the thing Dofi was talking about in Mare Joie, and if he's after ancient weapons, that would make more sense on how you become a king of the world. Agreed. Jordan, who's dick dragging for who? Are you talking about the Ten Toaster slave hunt? Are we talking about Garp or are we talking about Roger? Roger. Whitebeard never respected Rocks. Is it that? I don't know. I think that it could be something else. What did Rocks try to get from Emu? Did he want to be the king or the national treasure Dofi was talking about? It's weird. I think, okay, this isn't a spoiler to my video, but this will be where I like this will be the last thing I say because I'm starting to get tired. Which is funny because I just hit the 2 hour mark, which usually I hit like 6 hours and I'm not tired, but 2 hours tired. I think what's interesting about the rocks thing is that if you were to compare not Whitebeard, Blackbeard in rocks and how they position themselves, Rocks is mad old when we saw him at Marriage Raw. Blackbeard's also mad old when he starts becoming a pirate, starts his mission, right? And that's significant because Blackbeard was biding his time. Well, not even that. He was just like, you know, if fate wills it, then I will get the Yami Yami no Mi. And he was starting to give up, but when he was a kid, his thought process was the best place to be to get the Yami Yami no Mi will be Whitebeard's crew. That's something that he said that he pre-planned, right? So he put himself in the place where is most likely, but by the time we get him in the current story, he was like, honestly, I was kind of giving up kind of thing. Like, if it never came to me, then I would never, go through with all of this. But in the moment he saw the Yami Yami no Mi, that flipped his morals, flipped everything. Not moral, we don't necessarily know the morals, but flipped his point of view and everything he stomached to that point, which is like being a Whitebeard's crew, having the brothers, he killed Thatch, all this stuff. And then we see the insane cascade of meticulous planning and like this mastermind evil warlord like Yonko accelerated insanity that we get from Blackbeard, where he becomes the off-screen king, right? And the thing for Rocks is that like it almost seems like Emu was his Yami Yami no Mi. Because he didn't have the infamy until after that point. But like if that would be the case, right? It seems like Emu was his main goal. And that's a crazy juxtaposition to the Blackbeard situation because like Blackbeard had waited like 30 plus years on Whitebeard's crew to get the Yami Yami no Mi. And he's like, if fate has it, it'll come to me. Like I'll eventually find it, whatever. But that's very different with finding Emu. You have to be active. Like you can't be like nonchalant about that. We know Rox is old, so like what did he do before then that had him know about Emu? Was he like, and he's clearly insanely strong by the time he sees Emu. And he's also not like naive, right? Because he doesn't fight Emu like a Sabo, you know what I mean? Like that's where the rocks thing is so interesting because it almost seems like his entire mission there was just to confirm that Emu is like exists, and because the existence is there, that's when he's like, all right, I'm gonna be king of the world. But then secondly, it almost seems like even more important than seeing Emu was even more important than seeing Emu was telling Emu that he worshipped Davy Jones, right? Like of all the things of substance that he said, kidnap the kings, created the panic, sure, right? I'll be back, sure. If he had just said those things, Emu's like, who is that crazy guy? But he goes, I'm a worshiper of Davy Jones, allegedly. So he went all the way to that point to say that. Maybe he just wanted to smell some flowers to relax after a fight with an admiral. He just saw Emu. Did Rox use the voice of all things to read poneglyphs to know all of this taboo information? It is, like I wonder. I wonder. I mean, and then what poneglyph would tell him this much info? Like, which poneglyph tells him about Emu and where to find Emu? You know? Kyle claiming he thing. Saint Shade, $5 par, stop edging us and drop the goddamn video already. No, I was going to. It got extended. As like, here. I don't think you guys will be able to like read it. So this is the video, the script, and let me see. Okay, I'm just gonna wait. Hold on. I don't want you guys to be able to read it, but like, you guys see all that? It's 12 pages, and when I think I said I was like almost done with it last time, and that was when it was like 6 pages. And the problem is that where I'm at right now. Let me double check where I'm at right now. Let me see. The last thing I said, and that's where we get to Whitebeard. Basically, there's some things that people have said in the chat that I fully agree with, but also I think that the part that I definitely agree with is that Rox's character and his story is very informational for a lot of surprising characters. There's just so many things around like it's like the same thing with Roger too, I would imagine, right? Like it's kind of like Roger's execution shaped so many characters, and it's like the characters associated with Roger, it's like, yeah, Roger shaped a lot of things, and there's so many characters related to Rox, but it's not just the Yonko. I'm expecting you to call it oh no, the title of this is wilder, bro. The title of it is so much wilder. And the thing is, it makes sense because when you guys see the title of this video, you're gonna be like, oh no. But all I'm doing is quoting the series and changing the person's name. That's it. So that's all it is. Hold on 1 second. Think maybe my wife. Oh, wait, hold on. Give me 1 second. Wait, hold on. I think someone is at my door. Oops. What the heck? I didn't get a notification. Hmm. Hmm. Uh, they are waiting. Oh shoot! Wait, hold on. There's someone at my door that I could talk to. IRL. No, Sai didn't pull up. Sai didn't pull up. But it would have been useful to have Sai to stall out here. The Roman. That's crazy. I was just talking about my thing. Shoot. Let me see. Give me 2 minutes. I'll be right back. Ooh. All right. My bad. My bad. I am back. It was Sai's teaching his pet cats armor hockey right now. Wait, is Sai? No. I was it was a landscaper giving me an estimate on something. A little pricey, but kind of need to happen. IRL with Sai. Oh, FBI open up. Is Praline Babbles? Oh, yo, nah, no way. Praline's too. Um, whoever your favorite character is, Roger probably solos him. Then the conversation that's happening here. Yeah, you guys are gonna love the title of the video. Let's see, let's see. Almost there. Almost there. Oh, I have a super chat that I don't want to skip. We're gonna get that super chat out, and then I should probably go like get some bed rest and take some vitamin C. Zamd out with the $5 super chat says maybe one of the fruits is the shadow fruit to revive the Galila, ancient giants like Moria did with ores. You know, yeah, I think like this chapter had a few lines that were kind of interesting. Where is it? Like, I'm using all my contacts to track them down. Frozen army of giants. She mentioned the giants. Galila, heard about the legends. Technically, these two things are separate, right? According to like at least what hair what's his face Jarul was saying. But you know, when we saw the Galilad people at Punk Hazard, they're one and the same, I guess. But they say a bunch of corpses right now. What good are a bunch of corpses now? There's actually no way to bring them back. Even if they did come back to life, they'd have no reason to listen to you. And he's saying that's why we need Harold. He's the current king of Elbaf. Because the Galila would be loyal to the current king. But saying that's why we need Harold is very interesting. Also with it'll only show its true power if Harold eats it. Yeah, like all that is kind of interesting. Because like there's multiple reasons why Harold is important then, right? The Galila, and then the army of giants, and then he's the only person that could show its true power of this one of the devil fruits. But like the shadow fruit, Moria, I guess that does need to be studied a little bit more. Like that's what makes this timeline really interesting. Is like there are actually a lot of like pirate, like we're starting to get to that time period and we're starting to see it when a lot of these pirates are existing, you know? Like what I was saying at the beginning was the whole Brook thing, right? Technically at this point Brook is lost his crew, they're in the thing, but what a few years prior they were active. They were active here, right? Like is my room ready? No, but we're almost done with the electric. Oh yeah, actually that was an update. Something really cool that I did. And you guys wouldn't understand the gravity of it without like knowing what my desk looks like, which I've never showed you guys what the desk looks like, but it's a giant L desk that raises, so it's a standing desk. But I put it on wheels. It's kind of sick. And so now the whole desk is mobile. And the way I have set up the wall, like the electricity and the wires, is that there's only one. Well, there's also the fiber line, but there's two things, and I have like they're really long, so I could literally go anywhere I want in the basement and just wheel my desk over. It's kind of sick. You guys can't tell, but my desk is currently moving around. Yeah, it's kind of sick. One day you guys will get it debuted, but should have got a W desk. Nah, because two L's make a W. Me and the desk. That's it. Hunter 2000 super chat says Crocodile gonna put boa in a cowboy hat so fast. Wait, what? Wait, I'm confused. What does this mean? Sorry, it's not your comment, it's me. My brain is like working at 2% low power mode at the moment. What's up, Saf? They need to go. The Davy Jones thing is still a wild name to bring up. Yes, it is. It is. Oh, to look like Robin? Boa is 31. So she's not even alive yet, right? 7 years after God Valley. Damn. How much more is connected to Elbaf? I wonder. Croco Mom theory? Yeah. What if Crocodile is just Tritoma and she survived the love sickness by turning herself into a man? And fell in love with herself and looked in the mirror? No, I honestly like the idea that Tritoma is Yamato's mom. Because the color, I like that. It is the Tritoma thing. It looks like like the flower looks like a horn. And it has the same gradient as Yamato's horn. It's kind of cool. I'm surprised how many people don't think Loki has the legendary devil fruit. Well, okay, yeah, that's another thing, right? Where, like, this part... Does Loki just not know how to swim? Am I stupid? I saw Loki drowning after the ship capsized. Like, Odin never, like, drowned. He sunk his ship, like, what, 28 times? But like, it's not that he was drowning. Does baby Loki, he's never gone to, like, YMCA? He's never... Oh, that's why we need schools. They just didn't teach him how to swim? One of Tritoma's names is Red Hot Poker. Makes sense. Any Roger pirate, and that would mean most men, would definitely have a red hot poker if they landed on Amazon Lily. Old hag from Wano, just saying. She was best girl, literally anyone. No, she was not. She was psycho, bro. She's crazy. Ain't no way. You got like, at least Shaki, like, Shaki, we see that Shaki ain't fucking up Rayleigh. You know what I mean? Like, that's the good thing about their relationship, is that both of them ended up the exact look. Like, that's they look exactly like this currently, right? Higurashi Man, she poisoned, bro. Why did she die of love sickness? Why did Tritoma die of love sickness? Likes Kaido. Kaido wants to go to Wano. Tritoma wanted to be the Empress, but Kaido went to Wano and she didn't go? I don't know. But then wait, no, how does Yamato come out? I don't know. This is too much for me. That's the romance, the listen, someone should theorize like there should be a new, like all those Love Island theorists, right? They should try their hand at One Piece theories and try doing like romance fan fiction theories for One Piece. Surely that will go well, right? I heard they're really popular. Par, do you think Kyo and Shiki are from Wano, maybe, or maybe from Ao Kingdom, Fujitora Island? Yeah, this Silver Axe guy does look like this is straight up Wano-nese, bro. But why? Like, it's kind of crazy that he'd be from Wano and he pulls up with axes, right? Someone should remind Oda that he said he won't do romance. So what are all these love triangles? He never said he'd do romance within the Straw Hat Crew. He never said outside. You gotta think outside the triangle. Higurashi is a homophone for either all day long or evening cicada. All day long is crazy. All day long is crazy. Prime Shaki Mogs Boa. I I I think yeah, like I agree. Like bro, I think I've said this before too. The only problem is I was saying it about like a 78-year-old or whatever that Shaki is right now, or 80 years old, whatever she is. I was just like, bro, Shaki's still got it going on. Prime Gloriosa kind of doing something. I think with Gloriosa, the problem is it's this goofy ass pose. This goofy ass pose, dude. Like this is the same shit she did in and she's still doing this. This is some silliness. But you see this, you see that? Awuga, bro. Awuga. That's true. All right. You know what, Narukami? The smoking's hot, but the smoking, I don't know. You're right. The thing is, the only reason why she's smoking is because Oda is a chain smoker. Oda so that's why Oda gave her that, because in Oda's ideal world, like the ideal woman would be like that's the coolest girl in the world, a smoker. But that's Oda's perspective. And you guys know my perspective on Oda and his health takes. Uh, you know, that's the reason why he did that. Because ain't no way, like the only way Shaki looks like this as what a person who smokes for 80 years straight is she's not inhaling, right? She just has, she's the type of smoker who got oral cancer, not like lung cancer, because she never inhaled it. So like the damage is all to her teeth. Or it could just be that these are fake cigs, but because ain't no way you look like current day Shocky smoking for 80 years. That's just not. That's straight up Oda's fantasy. S Capper Par? What do you mean? Scapper? Scapper? Wait, pole dancer pose. Oh, is that what that is? The breath smells? That's true. That's true. Kyo's chin? It's a lollipop, of course. Shaki not better than Gloria Gloriosa? Absolutely. Is it that crazy? I don't know. Maybe I just like black hair. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe I just is it the blonde? Is it or the white hair? Not doing it for me? Is it that my type isn't blonde? I don't know. I don't know. Black hair. My wife has black hair. World government propaganda if I ever saw it. What? Part 1 year before God Valley, Roger finds Lodestar was rocks. Also, yes, I think so. Roger mentions at God Valley, it's been a year. Do you know how I feel? I think she has pink hair. Oh, does she have pink hair? Oh, she probably. That makes sense. It's like a pink whitish or whatever. I've been wondering if Robin's devil fruit from devil power from Wano's tied to Emu's reversey. She's playing the board game reversey as the black. 426. What? Robin is? That's kind of wild. Wait. You remember? Wait. 426. What chapter would that be? Is that her backstory? So 394? No, it wasn't that. Was the anime that close? Or not necessarily close. Was it 394 is Robin's backstory? Is she playing? Oh no, this is different. Uh Yeah, tell me what's going on in chapter or episode 426 and then I can figure out the chapter. Oh, actually I could just do this. One Piece 126. Let's see. What movie connected special? Episode 426 opening, she's playing Versi. It's the opening song. Oh. That's a wild. That would be wild because like it's also filler too. Huh. I'm gonna check that out. Thank you for that, Nick Robinson. If Rocks cook Roger with Gloriosa too. Yeah, but Roger didn't want Gloriosa. But the question is, it's like, did Roger not want Gloriosa because a problem with Gloriosa, or is it because Shocky was there, right? Because after the fact, it's like, so why did you choose Rouge over Gloriosa? Does I don't think Rouge looks similar to Gloriosa. I think that's a stretch, right? Both Shiki and Kyo Silver Axe were given the Gokudo descriptor, usually referring to Japanese criminal underworld groups such as the Yakuza. Yeah, the wicked part, right? Maybe he took Gloriosa at God Valley? Oh no. Big Mom was on. What does it say? Oh wait, why is my thing lagging? Big Mom was picked out of this chapter. All hail Imlin. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna lie. Like that's what I'm saying. Like, imagine if they met. Like, there's a world where Gloriosa comes here and she wants to recruit Big Mom and thing, and so she lost the Davy back fight. She like Gloriosa wants Big Mom and Stussy, and she doesn't end up getting that, and instead gets picked. You know what? That'd be actually wild to think about. How like, oh wait, no, that doesn't make sense either because Shocky. Soon after this encounter, Shocky was crowned princess and her popularity continued to grow. But there's no like update about the Kuja pirates, right? Because what I was gonna say is like, because then the significance there is that if it was a Davy back fight that put Gloriosa on the crew, then Shocky wasn't chosen, right? Because then it would be that Rox chose who to take from the Kuja pirates, and it wasn't Shocky that he chose. He would have chosen Gloriosa. And if that would be the first time she was ever picked over Shocky, right? Then that could have been a reason Gloriosa fell in love with Rox, but I mean, the thing is, we know that Blackbeard is Rox's kid, but it's not like Gloriosa's Blackbeard's mom, right? We're looking for like a marshal. Oh, also, yeah, he was orphaned, so unless Gloriosa abandoned him. Oh, wait, no, Gloriosa would have to abandon him. Because he's not a girl. It'd be funny if the reason, like, Blackbeard was shunned, like he was abandoned because he was a girl, or wasn't a girl. But then there's that thing where he has two sisters, but because he was so jealous, he like ate them or whatever, or like killed them. That'd be wild if he tied it to Amazon Lily, and was just like, oh, like Gloriosa would have taken them back, but not Blackbeard. Be kind of interesting. No Sai, I don't think Sai today. I mean, stream the day later. I'm not expecting Sai. Yeah, it's probably sleep. Um, Rox doesn't seem like a gooner though. Probably just shows the strongest. Can't be aiming for the top of the world by being a gooner. Hey, beauty is strength. Come on. Come on. You're talking about a lady who can subdue all of the Roger. That's what I've been saying. Like, look at the line. This line is not just like gooner. This line is straight up. Where is it? In her presence, flowers wilted, birds lost their songs, and people turned against one another. People turned against one another. Sounds like what happened at God Valley. It sounds like what happened at God Valley, right? And if Shocky was there, look what happened to Roger's crew. Rox might not have died if he'd chosen Shocky. Because all of Roger's crew, including Roger himself, would have humbled even the mightiest of warriors. Even Garling was probably broken down. Shocky over Emu. Thank you, Schmeedy. Schmeedy, you need one of these crowns, bro. You've been saying nonstop bangers. Love is free. Snake Ray, Rat Shanks, Clown Buggy. Shocky turned Roger into Road. That's what I'm saying. On my mama, Rock saw Roger's crew and wanted no business. That Snake crew? Alexanthor, I did see the X. I did see the X. It is interesting. I don't know if I'm thinking about it. Gabon said it? Wait, what did Gabon say? I think Zebek conceived Blackbeard as backup plan in case he died before accomplishing his dreams. Didn't goon, but used Blackbeard's mother. Shocky is a representation of Void Century Luffy. Shocky is a representation of Void. So you're saying that everybody fell in love with Joy Boy? Where is 1096? It's been a whole year. Do you have any idea how I felt all this time? This is going to be a wild one. No special privileges for the captain here, Roger, said Scopper. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, this is an interesting chapter. I honestly like hold on, how do we end this? It is them taking the World Summit. What is the timeline? I guess I'll figure that later. I feel a headache coming on. But I was not expecting this chapter. The crew has formed. This is the Rocks crew. This is basically the crew that we go into God Valley for. So question is God Valley next? Are we going to get things answered, or is it going to be like chapter, what, like 973 or something like that, where it's just, not 973, 968 or something, like basically post Roger execution. Odin reads it in the headlines. Like, we go back to Elbaf Center and he sees that the Rocks pirates were taken down. Gives us the inside. Or maybe we get more stuff on this Devil Fruit thing. It's a question of how fast do we want to get out of the rock stuff, I guess, and go back to the legendary Devil Fruit on Elbaf. Do we have another break? Oh, right. That was the thing, right? That the Shonen, but we might get a chapter, right? I think Sai was saying that. I respect Roger for recognizing bros over hoes when we realize Rayleigh captured Shaki's heart and is still besties with Rayleigh. To a certain extent. Wanted to kidnap Shaki. Yeah, his words were interesting, right? Today's the day we finally win her from you. We're taking your first mate, Shaki. Like the thing is, Luffy would never, right? But left to his devices, would Ace be like this? Right? It's a little crazy. It's a little crazy. All right, guys. I'm gonna call it there. Definitely, I said I was gonna call it 48 minutes ago, but definitely don't want to overtire myself. So I'm gonna call it there, guys. Thank you for coming to the knock-up stream. Sorry it was delayed. Hopefully the one yeah, this video ended up being much longer, but I think it's well worth it. There's gonna be a lot of winners, a lot of losers out of this next video. And I now that I think about it, like, I don't even think it's like necessarily chapter centric. So Well, whether the next one goes to God Valley or not, I don't know if I'm too concerned about it, especially with the turn that this took. But yeah, yeah. Um, thank you guys again, all the support coming through the knockup stream. See you guys next time for chapter 1157. If we get a break, we'll definitely have like Kagurabachi and stuff like that. But appreciate you